Hey friends, welcome back. Today I'm here with Home Fragrance Empties. And I have Rip here as well. He's got a bone, so we'll see if he stays calm. Normally I film these in the morning, but you guys, this basket, I was like, I have to film this video. I'm way behind. And yeah, so it's like 6 o'clock at night. I've been to the gym, I went to work all day, so I've looked better, but like I need to clean everything out, start fresh. My basket was overflowing, and tomorrow is trash and recycling day, so perfect time to get all of this stuff out. I have quite a bit of Scentsy this week, and then a lot of Lavender wax too, but more Scentsy I would say than normal. There are timestamps as normal in the description box. So let's start with Scentsy. I have a couple of licensed bars. The first is a Big Hero 6 Would You Like a Hug? I really enjoy this bar, and this was in a clearance or flash sale at some point, I don't know, a year or two ago, and I think I bought 10 to 12 of them. It is such a good bar. It's powerhouse, it is strong, it is juicy. You can see the oil that's come out of it. I think it's a similar scent to Turning Red, if I remember right. I feel like I just got oil on my nose. But it's basically a bunch of fruity fragrances, fruity berry scents, and I want to say there's some marshmallow in it. It's like cherry, maybe some strawberry. Very candied-like, extremely strong. Really do enjoy this bar. Not one I need any more of though, because I have such a large stock of it, but it's a great performer and just a great summertime bar. Just realized I started with bars, but I do have a scent circle as well. So let me do that really quick. Finished off a Appealing Apple scent circle. I love Appealing Apple. This is one of the best apple scents that they have ever come out with. And Isle of Clover from the St. Patrick's Day collection really reminds me a lot of Appealing Apple. They have the same type of fresh apple note. I love this scent. I think I've got one scent circle left and a couple of bars, but that is definitely, other than like apple butter frosting, I would almost say that's my favorite apple that Scentsy has ever done. Okay, my other licensed bar is Angel Experiment 624. I'm sorry, somebody is starting to mow, of course. It looks like it's gonna rain, so maybe they're trying to beat the rain. This is one of my favorite licensed bars. I talked about Stitch not too long ago in a Empties video or two ago. I love both the Angel and the Stitch bars. This scent is like blackberry and goji berry. To me, this is like a blackberry cotton candy. It's incredibly sweet, very feminine and fruity and girly, perfect for the bedrooms. And I think, if I remember right, this is the most clubbed bar, and for good reason. It is a beautiful blackberry type of cotton candy scent. Highly recommend. I think it's worth the $7, both the Angel and the Stitch. This is one that I never want to be without. Then I melted a pink leather. This was the August scent of the month in 2023, I want to say. This is such a beautiful bar. It has notes of strawberry, toasted vanilla, and pink leather, whatever pink leather is. I really don't get much leather at all. It is extremely faint, maybe just hints of the leather, but it is very strawberry and toasted vanilla forward. I love this bar. I think this is one of the best scents of the month that Scentsy has had in quite a long time. I have one more bar of it. I've really enjoyed these over the last few years. Speaking of Isle of Clover, I did melt an Isle of Clover in this last week. Green apple, clover leaf, and grass. So this is going in my bedroom currently. I put the whole bar in my bedroom and it's on day 3, I want to say now, and there's no sign of it stopping. I love this scent. I love the green apple in it. It is a very sweet type of apple. It's not super tart, and I don't get grass per se, but I get like a green freshness to this bar. Such a beautiful combination with that sweet, crisp apple. Really, really love this one. No longer available, but great fresh green apple fragrance. Then I melted one of the 10 new scents to our catalog, and that is Desert Twilight. So this is a bar that when I first got these 10 new scents and I did my cold sniff impressions and then I did my warm reviews, this is one that was extremely light. And I wanted to try it again just to see if I had a similar experience or if after letting it sit for a little bit, it got stronger. So I melted this bar in this wax room and it was good. Was it a powerhouse? No, but I definitely could smell it this time. Would say it was a good medium in throw. I really liked it. Really, really liked it. Still would love to have Sandalwood Tangerine back. If I had to choose between the two, I would pick Sandalwood Tangerine any day. I think these are very similar or just related. They're in the same scent family to me, but I would definitely prefer Sandalwood Tangerine. But this is Saguaro Blossom, Clay, and Sandalwood. Really nice, kind of masculine, perfumey type of fragrance. Like that a lot. I'm glad that I got performance from that one this go around. I pulled out one of my toasted caramel sugars. This was to bring back my bar a couple of years ago, and I loved this one so much. This is a very caramelized sugar scent. Like, it almost reminds me of a creme brulee, like the caramelized top that you break. It is so lovely. Such a good bakery scent from Scentsy. This is warm milk, caramelized sugar, and toffee. I love this one so much. Like I said, one of the best bakeries I think that Scentsy has done. In addition to this one, so the toasted caramel sugar I had going in my living room area, and then in my kitchen, I put a bar of king cake. Now, somebody gifted me this bar, and I don't remember who it was, so I'm so sorry. I am so grateful to whoever sent me this, and just all of my wax friends. Like, I am so blessed. So many people are so generous and sweet with me, and I do not do a good job of keeping track of where everything comes from. So I truly apologize, but I know somebody sent this to me. I wonder if it was Natalie, maybe. Whoever you are, thank you. I love this scent. This reminds me a lot of caramel praline cake, but it's just a better performer in my opinion. So pretty. Such a great bakery scent. And then, you know, the mix of the king cake and the toasted caramel sugar together. I loved that combination. It was so good. I think I have maybe one more of those in my collection. Sorry about the bone chewing. And then the last Scentsy is Vanilla Rose from the Mother's Day collection. You guys, oh my gosh. I don't know what to do about this scent. So I have it melting in this wax room right now, and I just want to sit in this room all night long. This is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. This is such a beautiful, sweet rose. And it's not in your face. It's not powdery. It's not mature, leaning in any way. It is just a beautiful, creamy, floral fragrance. I love this. So I bought 3 of the Mother's Day collections. So I've melted this one of Vanilla Rose, and then I have 2 more bars. I'm like, I'm trying to be better about not overbuying any one scent, because, and I talked about this in an Empties over the last few months, you know, I had this realization that I like to try new scents, and so I don't need to stock up on any one thing because there's always new stuff coming out. But man, is this one good. And I am deciding if I need to throw it in a one and done club and just get like 3 to 6 more, because this is so lovely. I love the strength of it. It's not too strong. I think if it was a powerhouse, it would be too much for me, but it's more on the medium performer side, and it's just beautiful. And I mentioned this in my Mother's Day video, but I think this would be really pretty blended with like sugar cookie from Scentsy or some type of vanilla crunchy cookie to make almost like a pink petal tea cake. Oh, I love this. Have you guys tried this one? What do you think about it? Definitely is my favorite from that collection, and yeah, I need to decide what I want to do. What do you think, Rip? Should I do a one and done club and get Vanilla Rose? Here, what do you think of it? No, you don't like it? Oh my gosh. Okay, so that is it for Scentsy. If you were just here for Scentsy, thank you so very much. And we will move on to vendor wax. You can believe it, I have no teddy bees this week. And I'm like, Alexis, for how much teddy bees you have, you need to be having teddy bees in your Empties every single week. But I kind of focused on some secondhand spruce a little bit this week. So let's start with the vendors that I just have one scent from. First up, from the Candle Nurse, I finished off Face of His Father. So this is one of her 6-pack Serenity shapes, and I put 3 bunts in this wax room and then 3 bunts in my bedroom. This was like a light performer where I could kind of just tell something was in the air, but I couldn't pinpoint any one particular note. It was pretty though. I definitely could tell wax was going when I walked into these rooms, but just couldn't pinpoint what I was smelling. It kind of reminded me a little bit of when you walk into a hotel, that there's just kind of a freshness in the air, and maybe they have a little bit of a signature fragrance, but it's not overpowering. That's really kind of the vibe I got from this. I can enjoy scents like that. I do. Normally I like my wax to be a little bit stronger than that. I like to kind of pinpoint what I'm smelling, but this was really pretty and really enjoyable. I should tell you the notes. This is bergamot, grapefruit, petite grain, I'm sure I'm butchering that, orange blossom, cedarwood, vetiver, and musk. To me, this is kind of a maybe slightly aquatic cologne type of fragrance. Again, really pretty, but just kind of one that just lingered in the air a little bit. I do have a clamshell of this as well, so I will look forward to melting the clamshell of this at some point in the future. Then from Sassy Aroma, I melted Black Hood. So this is the replica by the fireplace type that she has. This is an amazing fragrance. She describes it as chestnut and smoky woody accords mixed with sweet notes of vanilla and red berries and a floral combination of orange blossom and neroli essence. It's just that very deep, smoky, kind of earthy by the fireplace type. I put this throughout my whole open concept, and I left this in for 2 days. There's not too many vendor waxes I can let go for more than 24 hours, but this was one of them. I came home from work like day 2, and normally that's when I would refresh my wax, and I walked in and I could smell it immediately. So I left it in. I don't have any more of this, but I've melted many a brittle of Black Hood. It is beautiful, exceptional, definitely one that I would get again. Okay, next from Knowles Farm Scents, I have a brittle in Cheat Day. know what he's gonna do. So cheat day is strawberry pound cake, sugar cookie royal, and birthday cake. His strawberry pound cake is one of the best. Knowles, Lavender and Speckles, and Super Tarts. I love their strawberry pound cakes. This was just a very bakery heavy strawberry pound cake. It was gorgeous, strong. I feel like I've had this before. I can't remember though for sure, or if this was the first time I melted this particular one, but I've had strawberry pound cake from him in the past and just really, really enjoy it. So if you see a strawberry pound cake scent that he's offering, I could not recommend that enough. Speaking of strawberry, from Scoopable Wax Melts, and I know she's changed her name, but this is what this is at this time. This is a scoop in vanilla strawberries. So I got this for free in a D-stash, which was incredibly nice. This has notes of fresh picked strawberries and vanilla bean Noel. You guys, oh my gosh. This was gorgeous, gorgeous. It's not fresh picked strawberries in my opinion though, because the fresh picked strawberries that you can get from 90% of vendors, I feel like, is the oil that I do not care for. I much prefer the candied strawberry and the bakery strawberry. This one was very candy-like in quality to me. Extremely sweet. I would not say this was fresh at all. Very sweet, very bakery heavy. I love Vanilla Bean Noel. Do I pick up Vanilla Bean Noel in particular from this blend? No, but I get just a very creamy candied strawberry. I loved this. This was so good. Great performer. Highly recommend that. What are you doing? Can you lay down? Looks like a creep. Okay. From Lavender and Speckles, I finished off a Blackberry Bourbon Woods. Actually have this melting today throughout my open concept. This is Blackberry Bourbon, Iced Vanilla Woods, and White Cake. This is really nice. This is Icy Vanilla Woods strong, so you definitely have to like Icy Vanilla Woods, which I do. And I love the Blackberry Bourbon in this. It just adds a bit of a depth to it, but I will say it's very Icy Vanilla Woods heavy. So does this one stand out as something I have to get again? No, but I do really like it and it's a good performer. This one, oh my gosh. The next three, I mean, really are standouts to me from her shop. This one is Pine Cones, Beach Marshmallows, and By the Fireplace type. So you guys know how I feel about Pine Cones. Best Beach Marshmallow. It's her Beach Nights type. It's one of my favorites. And then blended with the By the Fireplace. This combination, it's just such a beautiful mix of all three of those scents. I feel like you're really getting the pine cone, you really get the By the Fireplace, and that Beach Nights just kind of creams it up a little bit, just makes it a little sweeter. Beautiful bedroom scent. This was a small bag and I split 3 bunts in here and then 3 bunts in the master bedroom. Loved this so much, and I just wanted to walk into these rooms and just inhale the air because it was so pretty. I would definitely get that again. And so she just opened up her customs list again, which is important because one of these was a custom. And I've been going through the master scent list. I'm not up yet or anything, but I try to be kind of ready, at least with a general idea of what I'm going to get, because you don't get a ton of time to decide. When it's your turn for customs and you're called up, you kind of have to decide pretty quickly. And so I've been going through her master scent list and really trying to figure out what I would want. And there's so many amazing ones from her. You guys, she has become one of my absolute top vendors for so many reasons. I mean, just for who Beth is as a person, her customer service, I could go on and on about that, but her blends, I love them. I love them so much. So this one, Strawberries at Sea, this is a consistent repurchase for me one of my favorites from Lavender and Speckles. This is strawberry pound cake, creamy vanilla, and salty sea air. Again, like I mentioned with Cheat Day from Knowles Farm Scents, I think that Beth also has one of the best strawberry pound cakes out there. And you mix it with that salty sea air. It is so good. I love the combination of kind of the bakery strawberry, the salty sea air. Oh, this was beautiful. So good. Lasted the whole day. And like I said, this is one that I have repurchased many a times. So if you like salty sea air and you like a bakery strawberry, try Strawberries at Sea. And then last from Lavender and Speckles, this one. This is from her master scent list, but she made a slight adjustment to this blend and did it for me for customs. And I will be ordering this hands down when I do customs again. This is Mountain Fresh Laundry, Pine Cones, and Fresh Cut Grass. So the blend on her master scent list is Mountain Fresh Laundry, and the scent notes comprise the laundry, the pine cone, and the fresh cut grass. She just split the notes out for this label. But what Beth did for me, just to tweak it a little bit, was she added a little bit more pine cone oil than the original blend has. I loved this so much. This was such an amazing outdoorsy, but also fresh and clean laundry scent. The pine cone, the grass, those notes in combination with the laundry just made the laundry not that headache-inducing, too sharp fragrance. It just blended it, it toned it down, it made it earthier and more kind of atmospheric. I love this so very much. This absolutely will be one that I do for customs again. And you still get a lot of the laundry, but the pine cone is just a little bit more present and just helps bring the laundry down a smidge. Love this so much. Highly recommend. I'd be curious to see what it smells like without the additional pine cone oil, just to see how different they are, but I'm not willing to take that chance, and I want it exactly how this was here. So definitely on my radar for whenever I am called up for customs. And then the last vendor I have is Second and Spruce. And do I have 3 fantastic Second and Spruce this week? First up, I melted the clamshell in Burlesque. So this is essentially, I think, like Tom Ford Lost Cherry or Cherry Smoke, one of those types of fragrances. It is a cherry kind of smoky perfumey bar. Tart cherry, saffron, soft orchid, woody smoke, vanilla embers, and oud. Yeah, this was beautiful. Put 3 cubes in the wax room, 3 cubes in my bedroom. Exceptional. It threw all day. Just beautiful cherry perfumey fragrance. Absolutely would get that again. And I'm glad I got the clamshell of it. I feel like that was the perfect size because, I mean, I would melt this throughout my whole house too, but for me, this is a very bedroom, you know, kind of sultry bedroom scent. So the clamshell fit perfectly for that. And then I have 2 mini loaves. So the mini loaves I did throughout my open concept, and I did the whole mini loaf. So this one is I Take the Rachel, and both of these lasted the entire day. So I should say, I have mentioned before that I'm kind of struggling with my older Second and Spruce wax having the same performance as it did kind of when I first bought it. But all 3 of these were great. So Burlesque was poured in October of 2024, and then I Take the Rachel is a year old. It was March of 2024. So this was from the One collection. This is Candied Violets, Wedding Cake, and Buttercream. Beautiful. I love violets, so you definitely have to like violets to like this scent. It is very violet forward, but it really is like the candied violet, like the note suggests, where it's just very sweet. Very sweet, kind of sugary fragrance, but you get a lot of the violets. Perfect spring day scent. I could not imagine any other time of year better than right now to melt a scent like this. Beautiful, really enjoyed this. Definitely would get that again. And then this one. This was definitely one of the winners of the week and of Second and Spruce for sure. This is Salty When Wet. Now, I knew that I would like this scent because it has salty sea air in it, and I'm a huge fan of salty sea air, but I loved this so much. This is Salty Sea Air, Fresh Rain, and Fresh Berries. This went for 2 days. 2 days. I left this in my warmers. This is very salty sea air strong though. So if you don't like salty sea air, I would avoid this scent. It is a powerhouse on the salty sea air, but it is beautiful. And what it really made me think of a lot is Jaws from Supercharts. They're not the same scent. Actually, I think Second and Spruce has a scent called Lost at Sea that I think is pretty darn close to Jaws. This is not the same, but it just made me think of Jaws in that it's in the same scent family. Both of them have kind of the salty aquatic air, and both of them have berry and fruit notes to it. And so the combination of these scents just really gave me a similar vibe to Jaws from Supercharts. So if you like that scent, if you like salty sea air, try this. Again, not a dupe by any means, but just in the same scent family. And I loved this. Could not recommend this enough. And if you have it, you need to pull it out and warm it because it's exceptional. So definitely one of the winners of the week. What else is a winner of the week? Oh my gosh. So many. Okay. I'm going to say these are my winners of the week. So the Salty When Wet from Second and Spruce, the Vanilla Rose from Scentsy, Scoopables Vanilla Strawberries, and then Lavender and Speckles, Mountain Fresh Laundry, Pine Cone, and Fresh Cut Grass. Whew. Okay, I'm glad I got that done. So all of this can go in the trash or the recycling, and I can start fresh tomorrow. Thank you guys so very much for watching and for hanging out with me tonight and seeing what I finished up over the last week or so. I really hope that you enjoyed, and I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye.